Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you guys here. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be doing another video on My Hero Academia, the strongest hero. I know 3 videos in one day. I just want to go over more gameplay of the game to have on the channel so it's easier for you guys to kind of get it. This is going to be getting straight in from the Twitter account, so the link will be in the description to the Twitter account. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button for My Hero Academia, the strongest hero. News, gameplay, updates, guides, whatever you guys need. I will be covering this game very extensively on the channel moving forward, so make sure to subscribe. We're fighting for our first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it'll be very nice to have you guys for that journey. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the actual gameplay. So here we go. This gameplay is going to be a bit better than the last one, to be honest, because we get a bit more insight. So we'll just kind of watch all the trailer through, and then we'll do more of a breakdown, right? So here we go. Again, we'll do a pause. So let's just go ahead and watch everything. Deku absolutely crushing the everything. Bakugo looking real clean here. Right, looking very, very clean. And then we got Mr. Todoroki here. So we did get a lot of the big 3 here, which is very cool. Definitely happy with that. And they do give us a little bit of All Might, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and jump into that, right? So let's go ahead and do like a slow down. First, what we first off see. So again, they start off with, you know, we got Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo. So let's go ahead and pause it. So let's look at the menu. So if you're playing on mobile, right, you have this nice little cursor over here, which is nice. Here is your health bar. Here is your, you know, your hero name, or just kind of like name in general. The enemy health. So you could, there is an auto mode. That is interesting. So that's nice. Over here we have damage. Over here, and it's, oh, actually no, this is not this is more of a PC, because yeah, they have the commands here. So check that out. So let's look at that. So you have 2 different fist icons here. I'm assuming yeah, that's the one that they're using in the video. So if you guys saw the little silhouette turn on and off, that's what's going. They're using this one as a primary one. Now, do they use the other one at all? Does it look like it? So let's kind of go back. There we see that Deku has like some sort of passive where he gets plus 20%. So that's interesting right there. That is definitely very interesting. So let's go ahead and kind of back that up. That's kind of cool right there. So again, we do have a combo meter. Here we got displace, charge, and chain. Special over here. We got one for all. So the special definitely feels like there's going to be some type of build up to it, right? Definitely feels like there's going to be some type of build up. So that's going to be very interesting. Let's go ahead and kind of do it. So again, Deku has some very aerial cool combos. Don't know if this is part of the combo or if this is just like an effect going into Bakugo, but it definitely feels like that's part of the combination. So let's kind of do a recap of what Deku does here. So moving here, so we start off the video. Right there, Deku does a pretty good hit. So there you go. We can see the damage right here. So 1079. We got 748 over here. So that might be 2 different damages going up. Yeah, you see that? So there's 2 different damages here. That might be just the trailer, or we'll find that out in game. But that's definitely a bit of damage, right? So let's kind of go ahead and go through it a bit more. We do see that there is a target. So you'll be able to target enemies. Let's go ahead and kind of look at that. Again, he's using the main fist. So there, now we go into taking him up into the air, it looks like, right? No, okay, there. Oh, ooh, look at that. Look how clean that is. So that's definitely a part of the, that's a different combo that we haven't seen yet. So he does like a little, you know, a little aerial kick thing, and he kind of spins around a bit. So that's kind of interesting. And then there we go, 1858, and then we move forward, and then he goes to the next target. So we don't really see if they do like an auto target here. So let's go ahead. Yeah, it just looks like he kind of just like shadow steps straight to him. So that's kind of interesting, right? So let's go ahead and see. So he kicks him up in the air, and then he does, so there he gets attacked 20%. So something happened where he killed the first enemy that went into this one, where he gained 20% attack. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And then there we see the damage right there. So 2,200. He's doing a bit more damage in the air. Okay, so again, there is the air combination, and then they end it and they go straight to Bakugo. So let's go ahead and see what Bakugo does here. So kind of the same thing. So in here, first thing that we start off with, which we don't really get like a good idea what button they're pressing. Actually, I think it's this one right here, because that one's kind of like all lit up. So he sends out a blast. It looks like he just sends out like a straight fire blast, right? So that is kind of interesting. And then let's see what happens. So that guy's already dead, and then you target, so he targets, so that one's gone, and then he targets the next guy, and then kind of like the same kit here. The ult gauge is a bit different from Deku's as well. If you guys could kind of take a look at it, definitely, you know, I think that's interesting that they threw something else there, just a little bit more visual representation of the hero that you're using. So let's kind of go. So he does the same blast move on the other character. So definitely he has a long range move, which makes sense for Bakugo, which is interesting. So let's go ahead and kind of pause it there. So Bakugo you're still targeted, and then let's see what he does here. So you run up, and then he uses his W. So that kind of looks that looks like a combo-ish. So, and there's a cooldown. So there's a cooldown on what you can do here. The Q doesn't seem that there's a cooldown. It just maybe like refreshes over time, I guess. Well, obviously that means there is a cooldown. So let's see. So use it and it just goes away. But here we see there's an actual cooldown when you press W. So that is interesting, right? So so after you did some damage, you were able to do it again. So you do the W move, right? So then after you do that move, you kind of let it rip, and then he goes back into the move for the Q, and he just blows them up in the air. So that's very interesting. That's a bit different than Deku's kit, right? That's already kind of different. And then there is cooldowns here. So when did he use the E one? Because we didn't even see that. So he must have done it here, right? So let's see. So he gets him in the air, uses that, and then then he pressed E here, and then now we're gonna kind of see what he does. So that's when he does the spin attack. So here's the charge burst. The W definitely seems like more of like just an aerial hit or getting him into the air, and then the E is the spin attack. So that's interesting. So we get a bit more with Bakugo's kit there, and then after that you just, you know, you get the little animation, and he, you know, goes into the next one, which is Todoroki. So let's go a little bit slow on Todoroki. So right there, he uses W, which kind of seems like a long range type of move here, which looks pretty cool. Again, here is his ult gauge is a bit different. So let's kind of go a bit slower. So that did a decent amount of damage right there. Pretty nice. So obviously it looks like he did 2 hits. Maybe that's gonna be some type of like ability maybe for the characters, because Bakugo didn't really seem like he did that, right? So like if we just kind of look back at Bakugo, it never really looks like he did double the damage. So that might be like an effect in the game. So let's go back to Todoroki here. So that did double. Oh no, it did double because he hit someone else. Okay, interesting. So here we go. So he uses W, and then now this is his E. So his E is when he uses his ice. Very interesting. And look at that, that did a ton of damage. So definitely a character that you guys are going to want to guess is Todoroki right here. So let's kind of keep going, and then he uses his Q, which is switch. So now okay, so that's interesting right there. So Todoroki, what he does is he does a switcheroo where he goes from his ice to his fire form, and then it resets his other assets. So check that out. And then here we go. Nice, dude, a lot of damage. Okay, and then he's able to just kind of float back. Okay, that's interesting. And then he jumps forward and clobbers him. Okay, and then bada bing, baby. Okay, and then there we go. And then he goes straight into the All Might. So right now, definitely seems like Todoroki is the more interesting one of the 3. So that is cool. But we'll see, like, moving forward, more of Deku and Bakugo's kits and stuff like that. But that was very nice, and then obviously you just get this little play out here. But overall, very cool gameplay. I definitely like them quite a bit. Sorry for the longer video, I just kind of wanted to take more time since it was 3 different characters we're looking at here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe for more My Hero Academia, the strongest hero news and information and all that jazz. So I'll be seeing you guys for the next video, and take care. Bye.